Dear President of Universitat Legin, dear President of the University of Ben Gurion, I'm so glad about this merging between the Center of Innovation of your university and our university. For me, it's a personal event. I want to tell you two short stories. I visited the Beijing University, not yours, in 1993. And then they opened a faculty at the University of Beijing after the name of David Ben Gurion. David Ben Gurion was our first prime minister. He was really the founder of Israel. I was invited to speak before the students of the university, which I did. To my pleasant surprise, 30 or 40 of the students knew already Hebrew. I couldn't believe it to my ears. But that was, to the best of my knowledge, the first academic contact between China and Israel. Then there is a second story. In 1957, I was Director General of the Ministry of Defense, and we had some problems with Germany. And our Prime Minister, Ben Gurion, gave me a letter to deliver to Dr. Adenauer, who was the first Chancellor of Germany. After a few sentences about Israel, Ben Gurion wrote the following to Dr. Adenauer. He says, look, in 40 or 50 years, China may become the largest economy in the world. They have the talent. They have the will. They have their destiny. And I highly recommend that Western Europe will start to develop a relationship with China. So Ben Gurion was really maybe the first great politician, great leader, that brought to the attention of Europe about the potential of China. Those are two moving stories for me, and I think for all of Israel. Because wherever you will move around here, and clearly at Beersheba and the Negev, you will find love and love for China. Now, what is the secret of Israel? How come? We, such a small country, I'm not sure that you'll find a point on the Chinese map to mark the size of our land. It's just 1 promille, 1,000th parts of the Middle East. We didn't have much land. The land was not nice to us. There were swamps in the north, deserts in the south. When we discovered that we have really nothing, that we cannot make a living, that we cannot produce bread, we discovered the most important option, and that is the human capital, the wealth which each of the boys and the girls, the men and the women, have inside themselves, with enthusiasm, with devotion, with courage, with producing something new. And so from nothing, we became all of a sudden a wealthy country. Not with foreign money, not with donations, but the talent and devotion of the Israeli people. The same happened in China. Nobody came to save China. We weren't send American dollars or Russian rubles, but you and your leaders were able to mobilize the tremendous treasure which is hidden in the heart in the intellect, in the devotion of every Chinese. It's a great miracle. And since then, we became deep friends. China, like us, we became great economically and otherwise, not because all of a sudden you discover a lot of material, but you were wise enough to bring in science and technology. These days, we are celebrating in Israel our 68 years of our independence. China is celebrating her 67 years. We are a little bit older than you by a year. We started from nothing. We wind it up by creating new horizons. I understand that the joint center that you are building, the two universities, and I know that the two of them are great universities, is by trying to make the university not just a place of learning, but an occasion for entrepreneurship. What does it mean? Ben-Gurion said, that all experts are experts for things that did happen. You don't have experts for things that should happen or may happen. So you have really to orient yourself not upon precedents, but upon dreams. We started to go together, and we are not the same size, but we are the same age. We are not the same story, but we have the same history. An old people that has developed a beautiful culture created a young republic that creates a new future. You have the leadership, you have the will, you have the capacity to do what we want to do, to build a better man, to build a better world, to build the justice and hope for all. It's a great occasion, a great marriage, and my best wishes to you too. Thank you.